Hello, people who are not me, and welcome back to Earthbound. I am Sire Goku. In the last video, we went through the desert and made it to Fourside, but it turns out the Runaway Five were tricked into entering yet another scam, so we have to bail them out yet again. So we need to find money to bail them out, which is back here in the desert. Okay. Just double checking my notes here. If you remember, there was a miner here that asked for food, and then he said if he found anything, he'd let us know. If you gave him food, and then leave and come back, there's going to be this mine shaft being dug now. And we have ourselves a dungeon, and it's my least favorite dungeon in the game. There's a maze, and because it's a maze in an RPG, lots of monsters showed up, so he couldn't keep going. And there's 5 big moles. So we have 5 mini-bosses to deal with in this dungeon, and it's really kind of annoying. Now, here's the thing. The 5 mini-bosses are not what are not the problem that I have with this dungeon. No, it's the enemies here. Well, we have the Mad Duck, we've seen that before. The new enemy here is the Noose Man. The worst thing that guy can do is tie you up so you lose a turn. That's pretty much it. They're also weak to fire, but you should be strong enough to take them out in 1 or 2 rounds. And then there's these assholes. These are the most annoying enemies you're going to be dealing with in this dungeon. The Thirsty Coil Snake. And right away, every time they do that, I get poisoned within the first hit. It's ridiculous. They're just so fast. They're not that much stronger than the regular coil snakes. It's just that they poison you, so you're going to be spending way too much time healing that, and it's ridiculous. But, oh well. Anyway, there's multiple pathways you can go, and one of the first moles you can get to is actually up this way. I'm going to go in the order that I normally go, and here's one of the moles. See if you can't tell what the running gag for this dungeon is, for these bosses. So we've got Guardian Diggers, which are just essentially upgraded Mondo moles. The problem with these guys, though, is they have a psi shield that reflects physical attacks, so you're gonna want to be using magic on these guys. Or if you got the shield killer for Jeff at this point. You can also do that. They are susceptible to Psi Flash, so there's a plus for that. I'm gonna save the bottle rockets for later because we're gonna be fighting 4 more of these guys. But usually 2 Cypher's betas are enough to finish these guys off. And Ness is level 28, offense by 2, speed by 1, guts by 1, luck by 1, HP by 1. Paul is level 26, offense by 2, speed by 1, max by 1. Jeff's level 27, HP up by 3. Oh god, the curse of the bad level ups continue. And he was guarding an IQ capsule. Always give those to Jeff. So at least Jeff got 2 IQ from 1 level. Okay, good. Surprise opening attack on these guys. There we go. But anyway, that first mole there where that was guarding the IQ capsule, I always go for that one first. Because if you just go straight up from the entrance, you'll get to it. Now, the problem is getting all the way back down, hoping that the RNG is in your favor, and you're not getting swarmed by a bunch of enemies. Because that can happen, and usually it does. Usually it ends up fighting these jerks. See, even when they don't poison, they do decent damage, and it's just really annoying. I can't stress enough how important it is to keep your magic up in this area. Paula's gonna be your main attacker for fighting these moles. So trust me when I say you want to keep her magic up as high as possible. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit lucky this time here. And there's a big bottle rocket. These are going to be helpful too. You want to save those bottle rockets for Jeff to use on the moles. Okay, well, we got another freaking thirsty coil snake. There we go. Let's see. I do have a map of this area. While I have beaten this game dozens of times, I just want to make sure I'm going the right way, and more freaking thirsty coil snakes. I don't want to fight you guys, but I guess I don't have a choice. Boom. There we go. Now there's now you can see there's a split path, but if you go up this way, this is the route I always go, trying to get to all the moles as fast as possible. And this is typically why I use magic on these guys right away, because they will, with my luck, they always get a poison bite attack off, and I hate that. Oh well. Thankfully I have a Psy Caramel, so if I really have to, I can heal up Ness's psychic power again. I just don't want to have to do that. And then we got this new enemy here. Gigantic ant. So they decide to reuse the Titanic ant sprite, and he hurts a lot. He has a lot of defense. But like every other enemy in this dungeon, he's weak to ice. There we go. See, I'm doing this the stupid way. I shouldn't be wasting this much magic while going through this area. But, you know what? I don't care at this point. I just want to rush through this area and be done with it. Well, here's mole number 2. Alright, so as usual, we're just gonna use Psy-Freeze on it. And I'm gonna use a bottle rocket on it. See, the power shield will reflect physical attacks, but you don't take nearly as much damage that way if you do it. There we go. You can use physical attacks on it and just hope that you survive the counter blow, but eh. And Ness is level 29, defense up by 1, HP by 3, psychic power up by 2, and Paralyze Omega. Paul's level 27, IQ by 1, HP by 2, psychic power by 4, and Shield Sigma. Jeff's level 28. Jeff, why are you getting all this offense? IQ up by 3, HP up by 23. I don't know what's going on, but Jeff really wants to be a tank this playthrough. And we got a coin of defense. Mr. Saturn coin is still better. Who's got the lowest defense on my team right now? 55, 65. Yeah, because Jeff's been being a tank lately. So we'll give that to Paula. Item management. Gotta get used to that. There we go. Let's see, where's that lead? Okay, well, once we go back to the center room, there's only 3 more moles left, so we should be okay. If you really need to, you can always leave. And you can go back to the cabin outside and heal up, which I recommend doing, especially if Paula's running low on, you know, magic and all that. Typically, I try to get about half the moles before I try to leave and come back. So I try to get at least 3. And I'm also trying to not fight these gigantic ants because I don't want to waste more of my magic. But of course, the randomly spawning enemies want me to fight the stupid giant ants. Oh well, I guess I have to fight them sometimes. Can't dodge them all. There we go. Get rid of you. Ow. You know, and as annoying as this might be, I may just run out and go heal once I get the chance to. We'll see how it goes. Because I am very low on magic here. Let's see. Go over here and get a teddy bear. That's nice. Could always use a damage sponge. There we go. All things considered, I'm doing relatively well, so... Okay, and here's the safe zone. There's a picnic lunch in here. And a croissant. Okay. You know, I have a Psy Caramel. I'll use it. Yeah, you know, I have healing items. I'll see if I can at least get 1 more mole before I leave and, you know, power and go heal and stuff. I'll have Jeff eat the calorie stick. There, now he's healed up. Okay. Which way do I want to go? Down this way. Hopefully there's not too many enemies spawning over here. Like that jerk down there. Freaking ants, I swear. Though I'm breezing through this a lot faster than I thought I would, in all honesty. Oh, but you do want to come down this way. Because getting this present, you get a super bomb. Sweet. Now let's try and not fight that ant. Because I don't want to fight it. Really, this... Once you get to the middle area that I'm in right now, the rest of this... Oh! The rest of this dungeon's actually pretty simple and easy to figure out. Although I think at certain points you're required to fight enemies, because I don't think that gigantic ant's gonna go away anytime soon. Nope, I don't think he's gonna go away. I think I have to fight him, and I don't want to. If I have to fight him, I'm just fighting him. I'm not fighting another guy with him. Oh god. Okay, actually I'll take this over fighting that gigantic ant. I'll just use fire on him. Thank God for the teddy bear. And 2 hits and the teddy bear is done. But he served his purpose as a meat shield. And Sci-Fire A should take out the rest of these guys. Or most of them anyway. There we go. That could have gone a little bit better. It was kind of messy there for a second. But we pulled through. We're good. We're good. 3,000 experience. Paula's level 28. And Paula gets more offense. Wow, I don't know what I'm doing to make her get so tanky. IQ up by 3, HP up by 27, psychic power up by 15. Paula, you are just great. Yet you still have the lowest amount of attack out of everybody. Maybe that's why you keep getting so much offense up, because you have so little of it anyway. See, for some reason they like calling themselves the third. Alright, look at you. And side freeze. Will that work? No. Ow. That hurt. Go, 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 go. Dang. Oh well, good thing I got a couple life noodles. Whew. That could have been really bad. Oh well. There we go. Also, sometimes when you use special attacks, you get that weird echo. I think that means it's like a critical hit for special attacks. Oh well. Ness is level 30, offense up by 2, guts by 1, vitality by 1, IQ by 1. There! That's a level up. Oh, there we go. And a side caramel. Good. Good, because I desperately need it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, well here's what I'm gonna do because I need to heal up, mainly my magic. So, one of the faster ways to do this let's see here. I think I'm going a little too far up. Yeah, I am. Hopefully that didn't spawn more monsters. Okay, good. If you come in the middle, you have these exit mice. What they do is when they're in your inventory, they can be used to just automatically leave a dungeon. And that's exactly what I'm going to use it for. Is you just leave. And since I can go back to the shack right next to the cave entrance, right next to the mine entrance, I can heal up and I'll be good to go. And I can also refill my homesickness gauge. And there. See, look at all this money we're getting now. But yeah. Oh, of course I'd get sunstroke. Of course I'd get sunstroke. Oh well. Now we can just go right back in. See, I didn't even need to cut it out because you can just very easily get back to where you started. Okay, well, there's only two more moles that are left. And let's see, there's one to the north of where the... There's one to the north of where the exit mice are, and one to the south of the exit mice. So let's see if I can get around most of these guys, which of course I can't. Good, I'm okay with doing that. I'm okay with you doing that. Good. That's what I like to see. Alright. So pretty much I got the hardest part of this dungeon out of the way. Which is those... Which are the three moles that are the furthest away. Or the two moles that are the furthest away, which... If you go straight up from the entrance, you get to one. And then if you go straight up from here and keep going up, then you'll find another one. That's where we found the coin of defense, all the way up to this pathway. And then if you keep going up, that's where one of the moles were, and that's also where we got our coin of defense. But I'm gonna go over this way. And there's two more. Let's see. I want to go up or down. Let's go up. It's the shorter pathway. Yeah, there's only two more moles left. One of them's up here. There we go. And their dialogue changes depending on which one you're fighting. Alright. So, let's see. I'll use Flash and Freeze. And Jeff, you can just defend. Okay, fine. Go ahead and use your Psychic Shield. I don't care. 2 Psy-Freeze betas and finish you off. There we go. And Paul is level 29. HP up by 2. Psychic power up by 1. And learn defense down egg. I might go a little bit long in this part since I'm almost done in this area. Ooh, Guts Capsule. Even though that's kind of worthless to me. And Noose Men. Oh, Carton of Cream. And Ness is level 31. Offense up by 3, defense by 1, vitality by 1, IQ by 1, luck by 1, HP by 15, psychic points up by 5. Good! Again, most of these enemies are not very strong, except for probably the Titanic ants. There we go. Let's see. Where am I going? Okay, straight down, and that should be the last one. And every time you come down here, you're always gonna get this. You're always gonna get this group of enemies. Always. Happens to me every time I play this game. And I hate it so much. Yes, good. Try and steal psychic points from Jeff. He doesn't have it. Wonderful. Okay. There. Most annoying group of enemies done. Oh, there's a bomb. Okay, we'll take the bomb. Why not? Alright. And 3 Mad Ducks. I'm going to keep this battle, and these guys are going to be easy. But, so yeah. This dungeon, while I am making it seem kind of easy, this is one of the few dungeons that I actually really I used to have a lot more trouble with this dungeon when I was younger. Maybe it's because I got easily lost. Heck, I still get easily lost when I'm playing video games, but not so much anymore, considering how often I've beaten this game. But with the way the enemy placement is in this dungeon, and how most of them can do like 40 damage or more even when you have like armor and stuff, and even the Mad Ducks that you can take out in one hit, they're still annoying because they can make you lose magic without... They can make you lose magic, and it's really frustrating because you need magic in order to fight the moles. Speaking of the moles, and this is how you know you're on the last one. I don't know why being the 3rd strongest is so good for you guys. But anyway, just like every other mole, don't use the bottle rockets, so save that for later because the power shield's gonna deflect it. Use Scythe Flash. That will lower his accuracy, and then just go all out with Psy-Freeze and Psy-Special Beta. There we go. And the dungeon complete. It may be difficult, but it's not. It may be tedious, it may be a much longer dungeon than usual, but it's not as hard as I remember it being. I was probably under-leveled when I came here the first time. If you're like level 20 or so going through this dungeon, then yeah, it's going to be annoying. And this is how you can tell that you're done, because now you hear the regular desert music. Let's see. I'm going to Eric the Guts capsules, Ness the Guts capsule, so he can have more guts, and I'm going to also give Ness the Luck capsule. And a platinum band. Huzzah. Okay, and since you have the kernel cream, you can put it on the skip sandwich, and it does slightly more. But now that all the moles are gone, there's not any enemies in the dungeon either, so you can just kind of run out. As usual, maybe it's better to save getting all of the treasures for after you beat the dungeon. But hey, if you can get them on the way there. Also, if you go in a different order, you can get that platinum band before the last mole, and that extra defense can really help. But for now, since we're done here... Oh, speaking of the platinum band... Yeah, let's give that to Ness. Make sure you have at least one inventory space available before you leave. That's all I'm gonna say for now. And we're gonna get ourselves a photograph on the way out. Why not? Hopefully we don't get sunstroke for standing here. Okay, and make sure you talk to him. Or make sure you talk to the miner. Yes, I did. Okay, and we're done. I'm going to spend the night and heal up. And with that, I'm going to call this a part. So in the next... God dang it. Really? Really? Immediately after I spent the night. So I have to do it again to get my magic back. Oy. Alright, and we got a bunch of money. Save, and that's where I'm going to call this a video. So in the next part, we're going to go back to Foreside to see... Well, unfortunately, we couldn't find anything in the mines, but so we don't have much choice but to go back to Foreside. So we're going to do that in the next video. I will see you guys then.